the fourth planet from the Sun. The possibility of life existing on this planet has always been a topic of interest for astrobiologists. Most volcanoes on Mars were active from 3 to 4 billion years ago. They left behind massive relics like Olympus Mons, the highest mountain in the solar system. Previous research by scientists indicated that Mars might still have had small eruptions at least 2.5 million years ago. Considering the age of a planet, 2.5 million years is a very short period. But for human life, it is already a distant past. Recently, scientists at the Planetary Science Institute in Arizona found evidence suggesting that Mars might still have volcanic activity, with signs of an eruption less than 50,000 years ago. The study was published in the journal Icarus on April 21, 2021, opening up opportunities for life to develop on Mars. Let's find the answer in today.
Enjoy watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the IT Odyssey channel and turn on the bell to always get notified.
Now, let's explore together. Earth is the third planet from the Sun, the only place in the universe known to harbor life so far. In the process of scientific development, humans have always strived to understand their origins. Previously, many scientists proposed that meteorites in space brought life to Earth. However, this hypothesis seems to have left scientists stuck in finding evidence. To date, there is increasing scientific evidence indicating that life on Earth may have originated from places like volcanic vents or hydrothermal vents. In these areas, harsh environments transformed gases, creating primitive organic materials, initiating life. Therefore, scientists now believe that where there is volcanic activity, there is potential for life formation. Since science developed, the search for extraterrestrial life has always been of interest to scientists. But the more they search, the more they realize nowhere is as habitable as Earth's environment. Within the solar system, gas planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune are too harsh, unable to support Earth-like life. As for Mercury or Venus, although they are rocky planets similar to Earth, they are too hot or have atmospheres that are too thick. So they are also not ideal environments for life.
Finally, only Mars remains, the environment perhaps most suitable for searching for extraterrestrial life.
Because of this reason, Mars has always been favored by scientists. They have sent many probes and landers to explore. However, the more they study Mars, the more it seems like a dead planet. What disappoints scientists the most is that Mars appears to have no volcanic activity,
at least for the past 2.5 million years.
This extinguishes the hope that life originated from volcanic vents, as once happened on Earth. But recently, scientists at the Planetary Science Institute in Arizona found evidence suggesting that Mars might still have volcanic activity, with signs of an eruption less than 50,000 years ago. The study was published in the journal Icarus on April 21, 2021,
opening up opportunities for primitive life to develop on Mars.
The lead author of the study, David Horvath, a scientist at the Planetary Science Institute, said, "This is the youngest volcanic eruption recorded on Mars, and the potential that Mars could still be volcanically active today is very exciting." To conduct this study, scientists analyzed characteristic plains on Mars. They are located in an area called Elysium Planitia. There, they discovered a previously unknown smooth dark area. It has a width of about 13 kilometers, surrounding a fissure about 32 kilometers wide. This is one of the fissures belonging to the Cerberus Fossae fissure system on Mars. When observing this area, scientists noticed it doesn't resemble any other volcanic region on Mars. Instead,
It shares many similarities with volcanic areas on the Moon or Mercury.
most volcanic signs previously detected in the Elysium Planitia plains
And other areas on Mars were related to lava flows covering the surface. However, the newly discovered eruption appears to be different. It consists of relatively fresh layers of ash and rock deposited on surrounding lava flows.
Previously, scientists had proven that magma might still be moving deep underground around the Cerberus fossae region of Mars. Therefore, if lava erupted onto the surface about 50,000 years ago, and this area still has seismic activity, it could erupt again in the future. And naturally, if that happens, Mars would no longer be a dead planet, but one with ongoing volcanic activity. These new findings open up a new possibility for Mars. That is, heat from volcanic activity could make the red planet more habitable. Magma rising from deep underground could melt ice near the surface,
creating favorable conditions for microbial life. Recently, when researchers analyzed the chemical composition of meteorites from Mars, rocks that were blasted off the red planet's surface and fell to Earth.
After analyzing these samples, scientists discovered that the Martian crust could generate similar chemical energy that supports subsurface life on Earth. The study indicates that if those rocks are continuously exposed to water, they would produce the chemical energy needed to sustain microbial communities, similar to those living in lightless depths beneath Earth's surface. Since these meteorites may represent common rock types on Mars, they concluded that much of the Martian surface could be habitable. In April 2020, scientists announced evidence suggesting fungi might be growing on Mars. However, this claim was controversial in the scientific community at the time. But recently, they provided additional evidence proving their inference correct. This is a comparison image of fungi on Earth, left, and a strange rock on Mars, captured by NASA's Curiosity rover. They show quite similar growth patterns.
These two images were taken 3 days apart on the same Martian rock.
Researchers believe this is additional fungal growth on the third day. This is an image of Curiosity's wheel tracks alongside samples believed to be fungi. Here is an image of the Curiosity rover before and after the appearance of what are thought to be fungal patches. These two images show the Martian rock 7 days apart. They reveal differences in the number of white spots believed to be fungi on Mars. And here is an image of puffball fungi on Earth compared with an image obtained from Mars. They share many similarities. The study authors added that while morphological similarity isn't direct evidence of life, their growth, movement, shape changes, and location support the hypothesis of life on Mars. However, unlike terrestrial organisms, fungi, lichens, molds, algae, and other organisms on Mars would adapt to low temperatures. Additionally, they would also adapt to water scarcity, low oxygen, and high radiation, characteristic of the harsh environment on the red planet. It must be admitted that the more we study Mars, the more evidence we find suggesting life could exist there. Of course, it's not super intelligent life forms, but possibly simple life forms, a starting point for other life in the future. Naturally, these scientific studies need to be verified and validated in the future. But they promise the possibility of humans being able to live on the red planet. So today, Tot2V and you have explored the mysteries of Mars together.
Wishing you an enjoyable video viewing.
And now, please choose a video on the left or right of the screen to join Tot2V in decoding more mysteries of the universe. See you all in the upcoming videos.
Goodbye everyone.